I am Madhusmita and today I am going to explain you about operations management. The subtopic is facility location. Facility location means where we have to locate our plant or factory. So we are going to see about factors needed for facility location. We will study in deep why is facility location very necessary for operations management. So let's start. Facility location. First, we are going to see what is facility location. We will see the meaning of facility location. First point is a manufacturing unit. It's the place where all inputs such as raw materials, equipments, skilled laborers, etc. come together and manufacture product for customers. In this manufacturing unit, what is manufacturing unit? Manufacturing unit is a place where all the things are gathered, all the things are organized, like raw materials, all the equipments needed, all the skilled laborers which who will do the work or who will perform the work come together and manufacture the products for the customer. The term plant has been traditionally used as synonyms to a factory. The plant is used as a synonyms for the factory. Manufacturing or assembly unit is also known as manufacturing or assembly units or factory. So for all these words there is a synonym, that is plant. This could include fertilizer, steel, cement, rice milling industries, rice milling plants, textile, jute, sugar mills, rubber factory, refineries, thermal or hydroelectric nuclear power station, etc. The facility term can be used to refer to banks. It can also be referred to banks, hospital, blood banks, fire station, police station, warehouse, central repair workshop, etc. One of the most critical factor determining the success of the manufacturing unit is location. For all these critical factors, for all this factories or manufacturing assembly units, we need a facility location. We need a location, proper location where all these things are available. An ideal location is one where the cost of product is kept to minimum with a large market share, the least risk and the maximum social gains. So for facility location, we have to select an ideal location where the cost of the product is kept to minimum, where we can get the product at minimum price, or with a large market shares where we can have large market shares, the risk is low, or we can gain a minimum cost or minimum profit from society. Okay, so this is all about facility location. A new location, we have to see that it become easier for the availability of raw material, especially to those plants. Means the raw material should be easily available, and for which consume raw material in bulk. The factory which consumes raw material in bulk, the factory which orders raw material in large quantity. The needed heavy raw materials, the plant or factory which need heavy raw materials, if they are using very heavy raw materials like steel or any other very heavy raw material, this type of factory need raw material nearby its location. Then loses good amount of material in process. So when the goods are perishable, or it can be very sensitive, or it can damage. So this type of factory or this type of plant need goods nearby its location. So first, before establishing the new location for this types of plant, first it is to be considered that the raw materials are that they can get the raw materials nearby somewhere. The next point is transport facilities. Transport facility is a very important facility or facility location. Before establishing a location, or before deciding a location for your new factory or plant, you have to consider that the cost of transportation should be small in proportion to the total cost. Depending upon the size of the raw material and finished goods, you should see that the transportation cost is low, depending upon the size of the raw materials you're transporting and the finished goods you are transporting. Then next is nearness to the market. It reduces the cost of transportation. If the market is nearby the location, it reduces the transportation cost. The finished product getting damaged and spoiled is avoided. The finished goods which are perishable, and if you want to transport it, you should keep in mind that the market is nearby your location, so the goods should not be spoiled. Then quick service or offer to the customer. You can select a location where you can get a quick service, or you can offer the customers properly, and you can get new customers, or you can get new customers for that. So you have to select that type of location. The next point is availability of the labor. What is availability of labor? Before selecting the location for your new factory or plant, you have to see that the labor intensive should select the plant location where it is nearby to the source of the manpower. Reasonable wages must be paid to the labor. You have to see that the labor which is needed for the factory is now you get the labor nearby your location. You get the manpower. Then you have to pay the wages on time. You have to pay the wages. You have to pay the reasonable wages to the workers. If the workers will come from far away, then you have to pay the laborers more. But if the laborers or manpower is living nearby your factory's location, then you can pay a reasonable wages to them. It highly benefits the firm. If the labor are nearby, you can call the laborers by your convenience or by their convenience, and it becomes easy for the factory. It becomes easy for the firm, and very benefit, and the organization gets more benefit with this factor. You have to keep in mind that the availability of fuel and power. The availability and fuel of power is necessary for the factory's location, for your organization, for your industries. If your plant is a manufacturing firm, so nowadays coal and petrol is not remain a deciding factor for the plant location, but there is a widespread use of electric power. Coal and petrol are not in use as much as we use electric. As much as we use electric power, many manufacturing plants, most of the manufacturing plant uses electric power. So it is the main factor that we have to look before selecting a location for our firm, that is power, which reduces the fuel transportation cost. It also reduces the fuel transportation cost. Next is availability of water. It is the main component. It is the main factor that we have to look before selecting a factory's location. So, depending upon the nature of the plant, water should be available in adequate quantity and proper quantity. So, when we select a plant location, we have to see that if our factory is a manufacturing factory, or it is an organization, water is the must. The employees need water for drinking, for sanitary purpose, and if our factory is a manufacturing factory, so for manufacturing purpose also we need water in some other climate condition. We have to keep in mind that before selecting a location for our factory, we have to see the climatic condition of that area. Like industries like agriculture, leather, textile, extreme humid or dry conditions are not suitable for the plant location. If the condition is humid or dry, so this type of climate does not suits the industries like agriculture. Agricultural industries always need rain, and rainy season where the area is having more rainfall, or the climatic condition should be proper. So this some of the industries affect because of the climatic condition of the location and the area. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning is required for this type of industry. This type of industry need heat because all this type of industry produce perishable goods. So heat and ventilation and air conditioning is necessary for these types of goods. Otherwise, these goods can be damaged. Then next is financial factor. Choosing the state is an important factor in order to set up a new industry. Not every state offer proper loan, subsidy, before benefits for large scale industry. Now, before selecting a location, we should keep in mind that we should investigate about the we should investigate about the state that the state is what the state is offering to the industries and the manufacturing sector for the manufacturing products. What types of loan or subsidy or benefits the industry in that area are getting. So we should first investigate about that. Then next point is land, area, space of site, cost, drainage, probability of flood, chances of earthquake influence the selection of plant location. This all thing affect the or this all things we have to include while selecting a proper plant location, because this type of natural calamities or drainage problem or cost problem or shape of the site, this all can affect our manufacturing industry or our industry. This all can affect it. Then last is availability of facility. So before selecting a proper location, we have to keep in mind that facilities like schools, hospitals, housings, recreation clubs, security must be available nearby the plant location for the employees. The employees working in the industry, this all facilities should be available for the employees, that we have to keep in mind. Because if the employees are satisfied with the industry, they will work hard and it will benefit the industry. Next is disposal of waste. The most and the important factor is disposal of waste. Every factory, like manufacturing industries, every industries have waste issue. So problem of industries like chemical, leather industries or sugar factories, waste disposal issue is the major issue. In these types of factories, waste disposal is the major issue. So we have to look into that. We have a proper disposal facility. There must be a proper management of waste that is releasing from the industries. So this all factors are included while selecting the location for the plant. So hope you all understood about plant location, facility location. This is our topic about facility location, which is in the organization management subject. Thank you.